can start.
Yeah, that is the main question, isn't it? To see if they can start on the more favored side. Chad's highlighted that their MVP, their star, the highest rated player is their AWPer. Team Spirit get the knife, get the CT start, and it could be a foreboding time for Nemiga. The pistol win would certainly start him off with a bang. Box looks like he's going to be doing the, I was going to say hut molly, and it does already leave his hands, so let's assume that's where that's gone. And oh, Disbalance having a bit of a meal of it. He does get the first though, and Mir's happy to collect the second, and jumping straight into his crosshair Speedak. He's running out of bullets and health, 5 of each. But he does go down in the end, and now it's just going to be Box and MDS. This is actually certainly a workable scenario. They've got access to the vents. I say that with bated breath, but yes, they descend. Magic's in hot pursuit, but he knows if he drops, he could have a Glock waiting.
Well, it's going to be MDS alone down towards lower, and that's where he'll remain, as he'll be taken out by Disbalance. Unfortunately for Box, there's no bomb, but he has got plenty of time here. I don't mind this approach at all. He's thinking on his feet. 2 versus 1, making quite a lot of noise. Could justify walking from here. There we go. So, a chance here. He's making it down to a 1 versus 1 before he can think about planting. Chopper pretty much nullifies his efforts with that fantastic spot here. This is very difficult for Box.
Yeah. Perhaps the dream setup, of course, with X-Ray on would have been all the way through ramp, but instead he's going to break the glass, hoping that that turns some attention. He's using all those sound cues to keep the CTs looking at him. And by breaking the glass, by opening that door, all of those avenues are now a possibility for the rest of the round. They have to honor that, and they don't have information on him. As soon as he fires a shot, that changes, but if his break of the glass has caused a little bit of a reposition, it could be Chopper. He checks it. No issues. And Spirit, they'll be grateful for Disbalance. He finds them 3 in that one and gets them off to the start they need.
You know who we didn't mention about in that game? It didn't in the Dust 2 map even. We weren't even really saying his name a lot. It was Mir. He had 32 kills.
He was crazy, wasn't he? I was about to say the same thing. We forget the kind of shift he put in there. A player we are very aware of, but you don't necessarily kind of consider him a star player by any stretch, so that was great rifle play from him.
And worth mentioning as well, when we asked Blade yesterday which members of the CIS other teams, which players are catching his eye, the first name out of his mouth was Mir.
That's cool, yeah. So certainly delivering on all fronts. Inferno wasn't fantastic for them, but Nuke, they are the favorites. And Magic's, he will get his top clean to open things up here. MDS picks up the MP9. Bomb goes down, however. If somebody gets a second, they should be fine, regardless of Disbalance. Here rise at the scene of the crime. This 4-spy has been shut down. Box left with a P250. Well, not for long. It's not the cleanest of kills, but Mir collects it all the same. Upgrades to the P250. Fully go for Nemiga here. They can't really invest anything at all.
This could be a quick one, folks.
I have the feeling, I was going to say the exact same thing like 10 seconds before.
Really?
It feels like they are going to be running away with this one. Something just tells me about it. I don't really have anything to back it up with. What I've seen so far on Dust 2 and moving on to this opening pistol victory. The first pistol they've won in the first half, bear in mind, over 2 maps. So this is the first promising start they've had, and it's a 3-0.
Just to note and maybe build on this a little bit, when we saw Windstrike take on Nemiga on this map, they got to start on the CT side. They managed 11 rounds on their CT side and won the game 16-5. That was during one of these smaller tournaments that's going on at the moment. You had Hobbit top fragging. You had Alien doing an absolute shift there with a 1.48 rating, 18 kills to his name. So this here, it could be bleak for Nemiga if they come in with the same stuff that they've been using historically.
Yeah, the results don't bode well, and a T-side start as well. It's a real... It's a real punish pick, perhaps. But, I mean, the fact of the matter is that this was the 3rd map. You know, you only get there if you're willing to play it. It was Spirit who removed Mirage, which was probably what Nemiga would have been more comfortable on.
Oh, definitely. That's a map they really wanted to get towards. But it was a very good veto, to be honest, for both teams. So the fact we had Inferno to kick things off, you could see the Spirit weren't necessarily comfortable there. Dust 2, Nemiga certainly were floundering. And Nuke, hopefully the great decider here.
Yeah,
I want to see a big game, double digits on both sides, but either way, Disbalance, oh my goodness, the all coming out as well. A couple of kills to kick things off. This is where you'll start to see Team Spirit look like a much better squad. Individually speaking, they're much greater up there, but in terms of the team composition as well, this is looking great on Nuke.
Yeah, I mean, you said they can't do CT aggression like Dust 2 on Nuke,
That's what I
right?
expected, to be fair, but I've been proved wrong, and I'm happy to be so. That's absolutely fine.
He just charges a red container. He's 9-0, by the way, yet to die. 9 frags in 3 rounds, and well... Here in the 4th, he's found another one. Great shot.
Do we know what MDS stands for? Is it like some Young?
I'll have a look. I don't really dive too much into with players' names.
Because you would assume it SWY if you didn't know. Maybe it could just be standing for something else. But MDS, I'm interested. Either way, 4 versus 1, Sunday on low. Magix, though, will be converting the round. AK-47's obtained.
Well, his name is Alexander Rubets.
Okay,
no, it doesn't work there.
No, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just, it could have shortened it for something in the past.
Check out Wikipedia.
Maybe it's man,
little
like, you know, like man of the match?
Yeah.
It could be man do shoot.
Man to shoot?
Okay. Man do shoot. He does do shoot.
He does. No one's denying that.
And he did do good shoot onto MIBR just then, but only onto Mir. Didn't get them anything else substantial as we jump into our 5th round, and it does seem like just Deagles and Armor. Don't want to rush this one. I'm going to hope someone steps into their crosshairs.
Nemiga will have 1 smoke, so he could use that towards ramp, potentially to vision away, go for a quick lower approach. Trying to bet out some bullets here from the AUG, but ID's Balance continues his rampage here on the streets of Nuke. There's
Thanks,
the silo.
Rush. There's the gun, so that's where the kill came in.
Oh dear.
That was just a Deagle sitting on the top of silo, pretty far back as well, so just Balance has hit some
Dropped
bangers.
off. Yeah, there it is. So, should be a kill for Joe. I do like the look of his crosshair placement right now. I believe in him. I reckon he can pull this shot off. Not going to be the case, though. He gets his Brack Boke in there, and we are going to have a 5 versus 2. Just MDS and Box remaining once again. Nice shot from the Tech 9. Couple of kills found, but the round probably going to be falling against him once more.
That was a sensational backflip, actually, off of the silo position. He'll have an email from the Belarusian Gymnastics Association.
You see just how much damage that wallbang was.
Did it do anything?
Yeah, it was just like a slither of damage right there. Just a tiny little bit, but enough to give away his position, make him spam on back end for Team Spirit to pick up round number 5 here. So AWP comes out now.
Now we're talking. Let's see this disbalance for a bloody tiny gap. Tiny head and even getting... Oh, wow. Okay, so he is sniping with the M4 today. This is Mir finding one as well, just onto Joe at the end of that one. So we do see Nemiga definitely hit somewhat of the brick wall that Team Spirit have established on the CT side. So outside smokes is the call. Let's see how they work with this one. No aggression this time, no disbalance to worry about. You can see... Oh, it's a gap. There is definitely a gap, and he's going to get caught straight through it. Mir can't believe his luck.
So that huge gap does lead into an opening frag. It's Joe to go down again, just to know he was finding a lot of disastrous encounters on that second map here, and still recoverable for Nemiga, but they've got no smokes here, Chad, and that shot, it connected. Don't get a kill for it, though. Speed out will have to go down towards lower. They only have 1 player in towards lobby. That's be Lollipop. I disbalance.
The AWP?
Rotating down towards double doors.
I'm interested.
Like the Deagle, we've been talking about it a lot recently, but it's an AWP and AWP battle down towards lower. They won't necessarily be expecting Chopper here, and it's the AWP that runs into his demise once again. 5-0, lower control for Nemiga. Like I said, no smokes. How do you even think about getting the bomb down here? It's all down to Lollipop, really. If he gets a kill towards upper, they could change their mind. And there it is, a couple of them.
Yeah, that's actually perfect. Now they can rotate through the vents. It's the question of whether they're expecting Magix to be there.
They're going to go up the vent to top here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Magix can get this frag. He can. Now he can tuck into the side. He's got full health as well. Only a flashbang, but 25 seconds. He's anticipating them to come, surely not from ramp side. He has to focus his attention here now. 20 seconds, and that's the duel. MDS wins out. This could be Nemiga's first. It's certainly looking perfect to do so. Mir's only got 15 HP, 16 to be precise. And there's there was a nade. It looked directly on his location. It just, it looked like it popped just at the top of those vents.
I don't think Mir can do much about this now. He has had a fantastic performance. There's plenty of money on the CT side, but currently sat in the vents, has got a kit, and just looking for any exit kills by looks of things. If he was to fly up the ladder now, I guess he'd go for a Ninja Defuse. We did see one of those a couple of days ago, but he will fall back. Hold on to his AK-47 and confirm that they are exiting through main by looks of things. So maybe a kill available to him. We'll play behind him as well. Hello, Box. 3B.
Thank you very much. Happy to take it. Can't believe his luck.
Yeah, and he goes back down there as well where the blast came from, making sure he can't be dropped. He saves the smoke, the flash, and the defuse kit as well, so plenty of money saved. But as we've mentioned, that's Lollipop's first kill into this half, and what a kill it is. There was so much pressure on him to deliver on that front. They go back towards upper, but only 1 player survives, so that is going to have a knock-on effect going forward. Lollipop only with $400 after the reinvestment of the AK-47. So they are going to have to convert this one, in my opinion. They bring out the AWP for speed act. If they don't, they're going to dig themselves a very deep hole here on the T side.
Nade off the doors and go fast. Lollipop will meet a Molotov and bait out the time. So Mir, aggressive this time towards red container. There weren't outside smokes, just this one for him to work around.
This is how Electronic does it. When this smoke is just about to dissipate, he will tuck on back into main. There you go. And he's been able to maintain yard information and control for an extra 20 seconds that they wouldn't do if they were playing in the regular passive lines. Silenced M4 is quite a curious choice to have in the arsenal on a map like Nuke, considering the tighter choke points and the amount of smokes being used.
I guess it depends which position you're playing.
If you're yard, it's okay.
Yeah, and ramp as well when you're alone and you want to get sneaky kills and drop off and they have a split second, they can't work out where you are. I love it for that reason. Like, I still use the silenced M4 just because it helps out the older boys, especially if your aim's not as crisp as it used to be. Gives you an extra split second to get a cheeky kill. Lollipop takes a lot of damage to Squeaky Door, though, down to 29. Remember, I would say a must-win round for Nemiga. At least get the bomb down. Show us some signs of life. The crossover. No gaps this time, I believe. So Joe will get down towards Secret himself. 30 seconds remaining, though, boys. Where do they finish up here?
All right.
The bomb goes towards ramp, but this is terrible. Flashbang's pretty decent, but now
25.
They don't even have time to
They go on top.
It's a top site hit. Okay. They've got Joe in Secret, though. He doesn't get to do anything. He's been caught by Mir, and they walk into some die young. Magics could not have two easier frags in his life. Happy to collect. Team Spirit, they go 5 players still standing in round 7. He'll get that impact player, but not a whole lot of impact from those frags. They were dead either way.
Very underwhelming. This is like caught in the headlights at this point from Nemiga. They've lost an opening pick, they've run out of utility, and they've gone one by one towards ramp. Like, if you're going to go towards ramp and commit with 4 players, at least group up and give them multiple targets. So it's quick trades. If you start going like that, I appreciate the time's low, but you're just guaranteeing the round's not going to be working out for you. So 3 AKs, actually 4 on the CT side. This is the most powerful buy you can have on this map right now. And all 4 AK-47s, you're holding defensive positions as well. You're gonna have the advantage, waiting for them to challenge you. This is actually looking pretty good. Team Spirit could run away with this first half.
Here's the smoke and flash on Speedak, though, and let's be honest, the amount of low buy rounds that we've seen get turned on their head just with a single flash and then a scavenged weapon is starting to definitely pick on up in the numbers category. Mir has a lot of information, so with this, his teammates need to know that top or ramp is a possibility, and they're currently in a 2-2 situation right now, so they should be able to lock this down.
Look how much space Mir has taken this round. He knows it's a half buy. He takes a more aggressive push, and denying all of that space for the T side. This is a bit of a ballsy push from Chopper, and he's going to have 2 perfectly lined up. He's even got a 3rd on his plate as well.
Oh, maybe not. It could be a double kill here. He's run out of bullets now, and there it is. He kind of drops the ball there, but they'll still win the round. But he certainly had a couple more available to him. Still, good stuff from Team Spirit. They do find themselves yet another round here on the CT side of Nuke. And just MDS. Alone again.
He could get this
Timing's
kill.
not bad.
He could really get this kill. He thinks he's gone lower here.
Problem is, if he has the P250, even the instant dink there, he's going to struggle. So he didn't get it. That's pretty much a death sentence, and he'll be going down any second now. And there it is. We'll be Mir to pick it up. 2 kills, and they'll remain with the 3 AK-47s here. And that might continue. They might not even fancy the AWP. It might not be required here. So we'll see what Idis Balance has got up his sleeve. AWP is purchased by Mir and thrown over. So Nemiga with maximum loss bonus in the bank accounts. They'll bring out the AWP on the T side as well. Speedak looking to cause some damage here. 3 and 8 really hasn't been his best showing. Lollipop as well starting to slow down. 1 and 8 for him and for Joe. Had his issues on Dust too.
Yeah, and that 1 Lollipop frag is the only round Nemiga have posted yet. Charging forward, Mir wants to bring the aggression, a little spot of it again. It doesn't look like he wants to overstay though. He's got a sense that there may be a whole lot more than normal on the other side of that smoke, but it does. You can see the power of it. I mean, straight up, you could be set up in warehouse now. It enables you to be set up in those off angles.
Another reason it's quite good as well, if they do fast wall smokes yard, you're able to mantle on up on top of that red container and then shoot them in the back. And you're also going to get a lot of information if they're very loud. If they're running like elephants where you hear all those footsteps, you can communicate that clearly to your team.
And I know we just saw it, Chad, but where is it landing? Is it just on that blue box, essentially?
Yeah, he's just banking it off of that box, so it's landing in front of the red one, right? So it's a bit of a wall between main and the yard box.
So they've managed to use those wall smokes to get across. I think Mir would have heard that tag.
Yeah.
He knows that there's two. Yeah, he definitely knows now.
Yeah,
Staring at it.
He seems to be very aware. iDisbalance will also be backing him as well, watching that garage position. Magic needs to be careful here. I don't like that challenge. He had such a perfect setup for it.
Oh, this is a death. For Speedak, okay, I thought Chopper was going to get screwed. He does get caught in the end. One more for Mir required. Did he not see him? He saw the leg. Disbalance is dealt with the ramp push. MDS and Joe looking for the second for Nemiga, and Disbalance hits the shot. We got another, folks. 8 for Team Spirit. This is a thrashing.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and they don't even get near the bomb site. Once again, their final commitment comes in, 30 seconds on the clock, and it's just puts so much pressure on the squad there because you've lost opening picks. You can feel them actually starting to struggle this point as well, and then it's not even getting close to it. They've got no grenades, no advantages, no map control. And so far, we've only really seen the outside execution with smokes, with gaps in them. Doesn't look good for Nemiga, I have to say.
The one positive I have is that they have the executes, right? So at least there is something for them to fall back on. At least there's a way for them to get into these rounds. It just comes down to now hitting the shots when they need to. So let's see how this one continues. Lots of nades over towards the top site. A quick approach over the top of main. It could be a quick pop onto the site here.
I love Box's position. Getting here early and not being challenged by main leaves a lot of potential for him.
He's got a kill.
He definitely has Disbalance.
Oh, God, the timing. There it is. He gets it. So a bit of an advantage here now, but remember they've only got pistols, but that might not be a problem. Box is on for the ace. Cracks open Nuke here. Looking for their second round. It's a 5 versus 2. And they're all found by the hero AK. They've recovered an M4, a secondary AK-47 as well. And Magix and Sumda Young need to fight their way out of this round. It does not look good at all. And Box has found a miracle of a performance here.
Box, no skins at all. Huh? What a retro gamer.
That's hipster.
He is. Yeah, proper hipster.
We definitely are on the default skins, Alex, after last night. A lot of money being thrown around.
Last night, I mean, there was a conversation being had, Henry, about just how cool are the Reason Gaming Katowice 2014 stickers?
Well, the 2014 Reason Gaming stickers, I have to say, I like them.
Yeah, they
might
look cool.
cost £900, but I feel they look pretty good on the right skin.
And it makes a statement, you know?
The statement when it turns a $30 skin into a $3,000 skin, that's when you know you found a bit of a beauty there.
God damn, man. I mean, I love it. I love that the Counter-Strike kind of underbelly has got all this kind of...
It's like a whole different community.
It's a different world out there.
It's so... Like, I learned a lot about it last night, but my God.
Like the floats. We were looking at floats.
Yeah, that's true.
Started working out how things float.
It's the same move as he did last time.
Yeah, and it's worked. Look how fast he's in main. This is phenomenal. No contest at all. If he walks in, if he goes like CT, oh, okay, spotted, one heaven as well. He could catch Mir here. I love the positioning. Box doesn't quite manage to convert, but he had a lot of ideas there that don't manifest.
It's very active, isn't it? You can see this is more promising. Instead of these underwhelming default approach with his smokes, let's get stuck in, let's have some post plants here, some good trades coming forward. And finally, we're seeing that. MDS will be taken down by Sumda Young. A lot of noise being made by Joe, but surely that's enough for the kill. 2 on 2 now. Much more promising here from Nemiga.
This is what we wanted to see. Speedak and Joe. Nice shot just as the smoke fades, but it may be in vain. Speedak thrust into a clutch scenario. Chopper is not anticipating this at all at the moment. Will he start to think about this as a possibility?
He has to eventually. He can only look ahead of him for so long. He knows that Speedak could be wherever he wants, and by pushing forward, he's actually offered up more of his backside here.
I have no idea who's going to come out on top. It would be fantastic if Speedy can find this round. The money's relatively low as well, but he actually looks pretty good for a quick scope here. They'll spot him in a second and pulls the trigger. So now we go back into an official 1 versus 1. They know exactly where each other are, and the mind games begin here. Chopper actually goes round towards Squeaky Door. So...
Okay, I love the rifle upgrade. That's big for a 1v1, and now planting. Bomb's gonna...
Nice nade.
Oh, he decided to take the fight. Speedak cancelling that as he heard the pin pulls, but Chopper, he was ready for that fight. So 9 for Spirit, and we're into Skybox.
Yeah, check this out. This was from the round where Box was able to get past. So you can see Box here, he's on main. You've got iDisbalance there, and he's dropped off silently. What I really want you to know is Mia is in lower. So he's actually going to come up secret and call yard clear, and that's why iDisbalance wasn't aware that Box could already be pushed on in. They also had no players through main.
And did he kill Mir as well, right?
He did. It was wild.
Can we keep it up? Is it a 2? Oh, be quick. Oh,
it's already gone. I went too far. I'm
sorry.
Damn
it, Chad. It was just coming.
Sorry.
Oh, blue balls by my analyst. But the fight continues here on Nuke, round 12. Playing around the smoke. I'm definitely going to remember this one. For the cross as well, he can catch Joe if he gets investigative. Okay, fine. Or never mind, he doesn't have to see him to kill him. 15th frag found.
What an amazing individual performance we're seeing from the likes of Mir here. just holding outside, doesn't even need the AWP chat. He's got the M4 and he's making them look foolish out there.
This is how it used to be done back in 1.6 a little bit, right? The AWPs on Nuke, they were almost thrown away on both the CT and the T sides, and riflers would push up close because there's so many pokey holes that you could find yourself in. And Mira's doing it with style here. This actually takes a lot of pressure off IDisbalance to be the yard
Joe's going to be
holder.
mad as hell as well, because this is the same issue he had on Dust 2. He was getting caught on the B-Tons push. His responsibility is the outside lurk, and yeah, he doesn't get to... the fact that you're the first dead is the outside presence, never mind if MDS is hitting shots like that. Ramp, theirs. Okay, mission, step 1, complete. Step 2, descend. And Chopper is the one waiting for them. So much. Oof.
What does he go for? As that's the bomb going down, he buys a lot of time here. Great shot as well.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, that is magnificent from Chopper. He makes them look absolutely foolish once again towards the ramp room, and it is going to be Nemiga with no plant going down. I don't know how Chopper survives this one. The third kill as well. Just a work of beauty here. Look at him go, wallbang. No doubt in his mind he's got that kill. And we go into round 13. Money starting to become a bit questionable for Nemiga, but they do have a Mac 10 for Lollipop, 3 and 11. A shadow of Informer Self on Dust 2. They need at least 3 or 4 rounds here. 2 will just not cut it.
It certainly won't. This looks like the main smoke. Okay. Relatively simple. In front of Squeaky. It's actually for the drop down. Wow. A freaky deaky lineup. Look how effective it is. 3 of them can just glide down the vents and likely get this bomb down. This is the best chance in a while for Nemiga, especially now SpeedX got a frag.
There's the kill they needed. They have full lower control, and the CTs might not even go for this one. Their money's actually pretty poor at this stage. Even though they're 10-2 up, I think they're just going to save. It was a great call from Nemiga. Finally, a nice little set piece with some conviction behind it as well. Still 2 players towards lobby, but they've won the round here. The CTs are not going for it, so that's much better. I actually like that a lot.
I can't believe they auto-saved. I thought they were going to hang around and see if they could get any kills from the people who were throwing the nades.
It's because they've got the AKs right now, and they're just like, well, chances are with a 4-on-4 or a 5-on-4 at that point, the bomb's already down. They've got Mac 10s, they've swarmed it. They're probably going to have residual utility as well. We've got an AWP. Let's just leave it.
Too much to clear as well out there as you want to go. If you would go down secret, or you could already be greeted in vent.
It puts too much pressure on the follow-up round, because you can see they have enough to buy, or they save these weapons right now. Had they lost everyone, it would have been a force buy situation with like shotguns, FAMASs. It would have been a nightmare. This is the better outcome, I guess, if that round was going to fall apart. But there certainly was a chance to win, I suppose. Round 14, we'll see Spirit with 4 players surviving. So the AUG for Someday Young as well. And I want to see more from Mia. That play he's presenting outside is nothing short of fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, just watching one player contain Yard is rare.
I dare say they might mix it up now, though, with IDisbalance going with the AWP outside, just to kind of mix it up a bit. See whether he wants to get aggressive with the AWP here.
Same smoke.
Like he does. So yeah, a nice adjustment. Just when there's just an M4 out there with Mia. He's got the AK now. The AWP joining him as well. 2 kills found. Round already over. What an adjustment for the CT.
From saving. I mean, that's just a brutal way this one can go down. Nemiga, they win the round previously with 1 frag, and now those 4 rifles come straight back and just take it by force. Jesus, 11 for Spirit.
Well, that was as comprehensive as you'd like, really. 2 kills to open things up as they commit towards outside. They don't find a single frag, and as AK-47s out in 3s for Team Spirit. Luckily, with the loss bonus, there still is a full buy for Nemiga, but 3 rounds, not sure they'll be too confident about converting this 3rd and final map. AKs across the board. You see what they've got.
Yeah, this feels like old Nuke. We would be talking about this going, oh, if they get the 4th, this is a really good half from the Ts, but it's unfortunately not 2015 anymore.
Yeah, this is very disappointing. They've had a couple of promising rounds. We can get this one as well. Not all is lost, but 12-3, I wouldn't be sticking around for a long time here. Upper execution, stick together, keep that trade potential high, and there it is. Up to Magic though, can't find anything. IDisbalance certainly can. He gets things in the process, and another chance of a plant here.
He's got the lineup for the to stop the plant, but the bomb isn't even retrieved yet. 3 versus 2. SpeedAC working with just a single point of health. This is tough for Nemiga. The final round of this attacking half, it kind of hinges on Box. If he can just keep SpeedAC's plants safe, maybe SpeedAC can go for a slightly more ambitious push to try and level the odds. Instead, he's just holding the line. He's going to be the first one to go down, baiting in his teammate underneath him, but...
Well, here comes the flashbang. They've obviously got kits as well, AK-47s. They just take down Box. They probably win the round here. And there's the first kill. Well, not really that much excitement behind it, I'm afraid.
I can't tell you how cool that was. We'll break it down later. I want to show you guys what just happened a little bit later, but that was a sick ending to the map.
Let's come back to that one. Chad's got a little treat for you when we return from our break.
Last time that I really felt fine. Now I'm trying to rewind. Cause lately I've been feeling kinda hazy, like I'm stuck in a daydream, and you're not here to save me. Down and out, I hit the floor. All is fair in love and war, but I can't do this anymore, no, no. So take me to a place I know, somewhere where I can feel my soul. Lately I'm skin and bone, so hollow. I've never felt so.
Well, I'm definitely excited about this second half, and it seems that Team Spirit will be too. Every single member bar one in the double digits, and Nemiga, nobody really able to hang, it seems, on Nuke.
But it was the T side. We will always inject that caveat here. And for now, if they win the pistol on the CT side, there is a slight chance. They'll go for 5 sets of Kevlar, and it is must-win for Nemiga at this point. If they don't pick up this round, they're in a lot of trouble. We could be out of here very quickly indeed. You can see the odds reflecting that, as we'll see an outside push here, and box to challenge, but completely destroyed by Magic. That is P250, and a ding towards Speedak as well.
Yeah, thank God he descends the ladder safely. He just grips onto the bars as he slowly descends with 2 HP. He's going to need to be on life support for the rest of this round. And now 4 versus 5. And great shot. No X-ray, if you're wondering where everyone's gone. Magix has hit the shot onto MDS.
That's 3 headshots now with a P250.
You see why they give it to him?
Yeah, he might be on for another one as well. So he's confirmed the players down towards lower. Another one down there as well. That's going to be Joe. And where's the final commitment here? It's presumably towards up. This makes sense. So they get this kill. The round's over. Lollipop, though. Vevu is going to turn up. This would be the round to do so. But unfortunately, he collapses as well. It's going to be 13-3. Joe, he would have to do something remarkable. Bear in mind, they have Kevlar across the board, so no chance of even defusing.
All right, so before we went to the break, I told you there was something sick happened in that last round. I want to bring up Skybox right now, if we can, just to show you what was happening. So we have 2 players top ladder. We have 2 players in the bomb site with the bomb down and eye disbalance coming from main. So let's play this out. So we'll see one flash land into the site, and what that is going to do is force both individuals to look away from main. That gives eye disbalance the gap. You can see he creeps in and drops a flash on the floor. Both are blind. They step on in. They retake the site with ease, and I loved it.
Oh, yeah, even worse than that, actually. The slight touch on that is that one of them wasn't necessarily blind, but he was just turning away from the flash, so he's just staring at the floor, and now a duel for disbalance. Another opening duel goes in favor of Team Spirit. My God, this is going to be tough. They force bought as well. Nemiga, their hopes of Nuke hinge on a comeback in this 4v5.
Well, at least significant damage has been inflicted. The Scout connector shot. The MP9 will do some form of damage towards Mira as well, and they're pushing in towards Hut. Next kill decides the round, really. And if they're going to have anything to say about it, this push towards a Hut needs to lead to a frag. Chop Up, very patient, waiting for them to come in towards his crosshair. And this could be, they've got no utility on the CT side. No kits up against the rifles here.
A nice Galil, though.
It's not bad, is it?
Neon Galil.
The ease of Avenue would be through ramp, kill Joe, and then hit that lower bomb site. If they go up, there could have been some problems there. That's great from Chopper. Will be traded. It was MDS over towards ramp, might be.
Oh, great shot from Joe, and he's so concerned about the ramp push. He's going to get wall banged. Damn, you rarely see that one pay off.
Very rarely. You don't see too many wall bangs coming through in that part of the map, that's for sure.
Mir should have this one under lock and key, which he will. And as Alex already mentioned, their money is broken, but they pretty much have to buy it, I'm afraid. They're not going to get 12 in a row. So, yeah, they're going to have to purchase with MP9s.
Oh, it's bleak.
So, maybe a chance of a few more rounds here, just because this is such a strange round. Like, it's unpredictable. You can see they rush towards lobby, and you get caught out. There's a chance they pick up the round, but in terms of the map, it looks like we're pretty much done, unless they somehow have a very clean sweep here, get the AK-47s out, and run away with the follow-up
so
rounds.
they need 5 kills, 0 deaths, 5 AKs recovered.
That would be ideal.
Okay.
If they could do that, that'd be a great strat.
Okay, let's see if they can make that strat work. The 5 AKs, perfect round strategy. Starts with 5 MP9s in the shadow advantage box. I assume he would have seen that. The flash could have obscured his view.
Yeah, he would have adjusted the crosshair. He didn't see that at all.
Interesting. So he's unaware of Mir's position. It could give him a second glimpse. But Mir knows the shadows he's showing. He knows as soon as he ends up on the tip of that building, he will be giving that information away. Smoke towards main to block off box. He'll probably bide his time.
All hangs in the balance of this round. MP9s across the board. I don't know why they'd go for helmets, Chad, to be honest with you. Like, you'd want a bit more utility on the CT side, but they've opted for that. 4 helmets, meaning they have basically no grenades at all, up against 4 AKs. Those helmets won't really do too much for them.
Box hasn't moved, and nor has Mir. So this duel right now, it's about to be everything. Oh, MDS. He's taken down. That's not the start they were looking for. And the follow-ups, they're putting even more pain down range. One survives. Joe, the only man standing. What can he even say about this one?
Not much, really. This has been an absolute destruction.
God, do you remember Inferno, guys? We were talking about Box opening up the banana lollipop with a ridiculous performance.
Yeah.
Speedak on that supportive AWP, and I don't know where that Nemiga's gone.
Even on Dust 2, Box, sorry, it was...
Box got taken down.
Lollipop was definitely still trying his hardest,
But just with this, I think in the start of the piece we were saying for Team Spirit, Inferno doesn't look like a map that suits them and their players. Well, I guess you could throw teams in when they're not looking so good on a map like Nuke. And unfortunately, the way that the bans went on down, you can only remove 2 maps. If you don't have a very deep map pool, you can be punished in scenarios like this. So holding on to the MP9, that's the best he can do with this situation. There was no way he was going to win the round. Upgrading to an AK would have been fantastic, but nobody wants to greet him. And he knows that, well, with the loss bonus they get in the next round, maybe they can make something work. Maybe he can upgrade. If he has Silenced M4 on, he can buy that. He can drop a MP9. He can get a FAMAS if he wants. There'll be some utility behind it, so it won't be completely
You ready for the second shot? Because I am. Boop. Bloody headshots all around for Mir.
24 this game. 32 last.
Jesus. So yeah, he's going to be leading the series. That's for sure. And we are into our final round, unless Nemiga have got something on store for us with shotguns, 5.7s, MP9s, a single scout. Let's see. Oh, fantastic nade. You couldn't ask for more. That scout could finish the job, but that scout's gone.
Oh, look at the surf as well come through from Mir. It's really beautiful to watch. And actually a couple of kills here now for Nemiga. We'll see whether they can hold on.
Oh, they do. Watch this. Magic's about to get a shell in the chin. Oh, maybe not. Jiggle's good, but 2 shells into his chest cavity leaves him in a 4v2. Nemiga are going to be delaying the successful ceremony, unless Disbalance and Chopper have got some. They're so spread out, it's actually going to be just individual fights, and he does get one, at least tagging up Joe.
This is good news, though, because if they just walk around the map now looking for 1v1 aim duels, they might actually get offered up a couple. And considering the HP of 2 of these individuals on Nemiga right now, this round isn't done and dusted just yet.
Interesting. 2 behind the site. Disbalance and Chopper, a flash and a little look. Ooh, that's the duel they were waiting for, and Lollipop gives it to them. They could drop vents here.
Oh, the Molotov on the side as well. It's everything. The MP9 just has to hit 1 bullet. Joe will do so. And now Chopper. Left in the 3 versus 1. Still possible. Needs to get that bomb down, though. Makes his way out towards the hut. There's a CT player now towards the vent. He'll spot him, and that's a kill.
Oh, what a shot from Chopper. 1 single step from box and he adjusts, fakes again. Last to be found is a silent ladder climb. MDS and Chopper with 10 seconds. He's exposing. Yeah, he's caught. Valiant attempt, great shots, but Nemiga do manage to convert the 4th.
Well, I guess it's good that they only had 1 AK surviving right there on the Nemiga side of things because they will get the win bonus. But things should be looking better still over there for the side of Spirit, who can get the AWP up, the AKs up.
And there's a scout for Speedak as well. This is still a very difficult round. They are not feeling comfortable as of yet. Now need 11 rounds in a row just to take us to overtime. So just trying to make the scoreline a little bit more competitive at this stage. No conversation about them actually having this comeback as of yet. Disbalance towards outside. Doesn't take any initial damage, but now he does. The nade does land at his front doorstep. And we're back into another gun round here. No early casualties on either side.
Curious, they don't actually have any control of anything, Spirit, within the early fray of this. They were just waiting to see if there was any aggression or any real balls to the wall type maneuvers from Nemiga here to pull this game back into their favor. The smokes are getting lined up. This will be for the L frame. So this will net them some control, and there'll be roughly a minute left on the clock when these bloom.
So the L block smokes officially out and about. And the bomb actually outside the ramp room for now. They're going to be holding tentatively towards the lobby. Mir with the opening kill once again. That's Box taken out of the equation. A huge advantage now to make their way towards Secret. Is this the round they close things out? They've taken a lot of damage en route. Speedak doesn't confirm the cross, but they are aware of it.
Too little too late, I think.
Ramp, 3 of them. And pushed down. MDS has kind of conceded that control in space of taking the lower site.
So they will be going down towards lower, and he's owned it. He's got 2 kills here for sure.
Yeah, no one's expecting this. And now, oh my God, Chopper is fast. He has been so fast. In the clutch first, now in this one, it could have been a round-winning play, but instead Speedak forced to just make the call. 1 lower, and oh, their chances, they descend just like the T's. Just Lollipop and Joe.
And they know exactly where they are. This should be it. Chopper can get both of these kills, but Joe pulls one back here. They have no kids. They know exactly where the last 2 players are. Someday Young should be able to close this one out.
He certainly should. Disbalance has got his eyes trained on that cross as well. And nade's not going to get them far. The shot does connect, and Magix confirms it. It's 16-4. Team Spirit with a reverse sweep, and they remain undefeated in the CIS region.